Once upon a time, in the lush countryside of India, nestled between rolling hills and vibrant green fields, lay a small village named Sonapur. The villagers of Sonapur lived a simple and harmonious life, surrounded by the beauty of nature and the melody of chirping birds. Sonapur was home to many animals that roamed freely in the fields and forests nearby. The villagers coexisted peacefully with these animals, often considering them a part of their extended family. Among the animals were two goats named Kalu and Bhura. Kalu was known for his thick, shiny black coat, while Bhura had a striking brown coat that gleamed in the sunlight. Kalu and Bhura were friends and spent most of their days grazing in the fields, playing by the river, and exploring the woods. The village children loved watching them frolic and play, often feeding them fresh grass and leaves. As time passed, Kalu and Bhura's friendship began to sour. It all started when a new patch of grass grew in a particularly fertile part of the field. The grass was lush and green, more delicious than any other patch they had tasted. Kalu and Bhura both wanted the spot for themselves, and thus began a fierce rivalry. The villagers noticed the change in their behavior. Kalu and Bhura, who once played together, now butted heads and fought over the new patch of grass. Their constant fighting disturbed the peace of Sonapur, and the villagers grew worried. "These goats used to be such good friends," remarked Ramesh, a farmer. "It's a shame to see them fighting like this." "They need to learn to share," added Meena, another villager, "or else their rivalry will only bring trouble." In the dense forest surrounding Sonapur, there lived a cunning jackal named Chalu. Chalu was always on the lookout for opportunities to satisfy his hunger without much effort. He watched Kalu and Bhura's constant fighting from a distance, his sharp mind formulating a plan. "If I can find a way to take advantage of their rivalry, I can have a feast without lifting a paw," Chalu thought to himself. One day, as Kalu and Bhura were engaged in another heated argument, Chalu approached them with a sly smile. "Why do you two waste your energy fighting each other?" Chalu asked in a smooth voice. "You should join forces and fight the real enemy." Kalu and Bhura paused, confused. "The real enemy?" they asked in unison. "Yes," Chalu continued. "There is a tiger lurking in the forest, waiting for the right moment to attack. If you keep fighting, you'll be easy prey. But if you work together, you can drive him away." The goats listened intently, their anger towards each other momentarily forgotten. The idea of a common enemy frightened them, and they began to consider Chalu's words. Chalu's plan was set in motion. He convinced Kalu and Bhura that the only way to protect themselves was to lure the imaginary tiger into a trap. The goats, eager to protect themselves, agreed to follow Chalu's instructions. "You must pretend to fight as usual," Chalu explained. "When the tiger sees you distracted, he will try to attack, but I'll be waiting nearby to spring the trap and catch him." Kalu and Bhura nodded, their eyes wide with fear and determination. They resumed their fighting, albeit with less intensity, all the while glancing around nervously. Chalu watched from the shadows, pleased with how easily he had tricked the goats. "Once they are worn out, I'll have a feast fit for a king," he thought, licking his lips. Days turned into weeks, and Kalu and Bhura continued their charade. However, something unexpected happened. As they pretended to fight, they found themselves spending more time together, and their old friendship began to rekindle. "We used to have so much fun exploring the forest," Kalu reminisced during a break from their pretend fight. "Yes, and playing by the river," Bhura added, a hint of nostalgia in his voice. Gradually, they started questioning Chalu's intentions. "Have you ever seen this tiger Chalu warned us about?" Kalu asked one day. "No, I haven't," Bhura replied. "Do you think he tricked us?" Realization dawned on them, and they understood Chalu's true nature. Determined not to fall into his trap, Kalu and Bhura devised a plan of their own. One sunny afternoon, Kalu and Bhura staged another fight in the field, making sure Chalu was watching from his hiding spot. they pretended to tire each other out and then lay down as if exhausted. Chalu, thinking the moment had finally arrived, crept towards them, ready to pounce on his unsuspecting prey. Just as Chalu was about to leap, Kalu and Bhura sprang to their feet, horns pointed directly at the jackal. "We know your plan, Chalu," Kalu exclaimed. "Your tricks won't work on us anymore," Bhura added, stamping his hoof. Chalu, taken aback by the sudden turn of events, realized he had underestimated the goats. Seeing their determined stances, he decided to retreat. "You may have outsmarted me this time, but I'll be back," Chalu warned before disappearing into the forest. With Chalu gone, Kalu and Bhura let out a sigh of relief. They had not only protected themselves but also regained their friendship in the process. The villagers noticed the change in the goats' behavior. Ramesh and Meena were delighted to see Kalu and Bhura playing together once more, their rivalry a thing of the past. "It's good to see them back to being friends," Meena remarked with a smile. "Yes, it reminds us of the importance of friendship and unity," Ramesh agreed. "Together, we can overcome any challenge." News of Kalu and Bhura's cleverness spread throughout Sonapur, and the villagers praised the goats for their bravery and intelligence. The story of the fighting goats and the cunning jackal became a tale that was told and retold, passing down from generation to generation. Kalu and Bhura had learned an important lesson. Friendship and unity were more powerful than any rivalry. They continued to explore the fields and forests together, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. As for Chalu, he never dared to return to Sonapur, wary of the clever goats who had outsmarted him. The village remained a peaceful haven for its inhabitants, a testament to the power of friendship and cooperation. And so, the story of Kalu, Bhura and the jackal taught the children of Sonapur the value of friendship, the importance of trust, and the strength that comes from standing together against adversity. If you like the story, then subscribe, share, and press the bell icon of the channel for more interesting stories.